Welcome back to David Wickham RC. New subscribers will welcome you. Alright, this is part 2 of the 54cc big bore kit build. Wanted to show you what I was talking about on the ports on this pocket bike motor. As many of you all know, these pocket bikes, they don't have very good ports, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to put you down over here for a minute. I'm going to pick it back up and I'm going to show you what's going on here. So, you got the piston in there. She's out of the bore. So I've been shaving this down here. It'll actually make good compression this way. So, what happens is, so when she rotates, on this motor, my exhaust is up here. When she rotates, she comes on down and she stops. Right there. So, you can see the transfer ports where she gets her fuel from, and then up there is the exhaust. Well, the only problem with that is, you see where the piston is? It's still in the port. So I've come up with a remedy for that, and you don't have to do it the way I did it. Better to get a piece of 532 aluminum plate. You get your gasket and cut this little piece out on your gasket and then stick it on there. It'll work out a little better for you than the way I did it. Let me show you what I did here. Make that ring and it'll pop out over there. What I did was, so I've always wanted to, so looking at my Zenova motor over here, and I understand that thing had a really good ports. Well, it's not a reed valve motor. The fuel actually comes in on the intake and then comes back out, goes back down inside the crankcase. Well, what we have done is you follow the same profile as your port, and you make this right here. So what this does is, this is going to actually, orientate it right again. This right here will go on here. Flip it back around. We'll go on here like this. And what that's going to do, it is actually going to space the piston up off the bottom of the port. So that way, you'll see, we will be getting full port and more fuel. Put this thing back in here. So we got it back on there. I'm going to push it down on there. Now the only thing is, you're going to have to cut down the top of this up here to get your squish factor right again. It's a little low in the bore right now. I'm still thinking about maybe cutting the bottom side of this again to gain my squish factor. But as you can see, right now, it's at TDC right now. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, we're not that far off. The piston is actually pretty dang close to the top right now. I mean, it's over the top. If you put maybe like a straight edge on it, you might be able to see the piston on the top side over here. Find some kind of a straight edge, more or less. See, piston is like right there at the top, right there at the top. So, I mean, that's pretty good, right? So, I mean, we could still mill it down. The way I've been milling this down is a piece of aluminum on the bottom and some sandpaper. And just mill it, check it, mill it, check it, mill it, check it. But let me show you this. So now we got that 5/32 piece in there, okay? So what happens is, when she gets all the way at the bottom of the stroke now, look at that. Now you got the transport ports opened up more, gaining more fuel, and now look where the piston is. See where the piston is? is down below where it needs to be. So 530 seconds is all it took for this piston to drop down below the bore and to open up those transfer ports to give it more fuel. Now granted, we take and shave this down where we need to shave it, this motor will breathe on top up in higher RPM. That's why that motor, the Zonova motor, breathes up on higher RPM. But that's my little trick and tip I wanted to show you about this pocket bike engine. For doing that, give me a thumbs up, please, because I've really been working hard on this, and I wanted to show you how to make these little engines breathe. Part 3 is going to be carburation. We're not going to run the 15mm carburetor. I'm actually thinking about going with a bigger size Tillotson carburetor, and we're even going to put a better header pipe on it to make it breathe a little bit better. But this is Dave with David Wickham RC. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and remember, give me that thumbs up. Like I said, I've been really busting my butt on this. And I thank my 2 sponsors, my wife and my buddy Christian, for helping me with this build today. Alright guys, well, you'll have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.